Well, hello. Welcome to Lizards of the Toast. Are you here to learn about 8 Whack 2024? Man, we've played every kind of whack there is. I played everything, man. I played Dino Whack, I played Stack Whack, Boros Whack, Bring It Back, Pack the Stack, Snack Pack. I played it all, brothers, sisters, and siblings, and I can tell you one thing. I liked me some Dino Whack. I thought that was a good one. I liked that real spiky gruel one. Couple thrustas in there, man. Kind of bring a storm effect in. I liked it. But you know what? It was kind of a one-trick pony. So this weekend we played against Burn, man. And we walloped Burn a little bit. Burn walloped us a little bit back. And then we're like, hey, let's put it to the test. Let's make our Burn deck kinda. We took Mishra's Bauble, Dragon's Rage Channeler, and Slick Shot. Play set of each of those and switched them out in the Burn deck. And then this actually annihilated that, where regular Burn would sometimes slip under this and really mess this up. So Burn is a bugaboo against this. In fact, the Burn matches I had have made me think Dragon's Claw should maybe be in here. And if anybody's not familiar, Dragon's Claw allows us to basically, every time a player casts a red spell, we gain a life. So we're going to be stealing from Burn. 6 and 7. All right, let's pull up our sleeves. It's going to get hot. All right, maybe we'll go a little bit that way. Oh my gosh, you can see the actual reality of a real tape. We can make that go away. Anyways, there we go. All right. Come on now. Oh, it's doing it again. Oh my goodness. Let's just see. Now, I tried to pile shuffle these because I had them in order. Now, if you guys look below, you will find the deck list. Oh, there's some. Now, go and watch that video first, because we're just going to goldfish. If nobody knows what that is, it means that we're going to try to get our damage lethal by turn 4. That's what we want. Now, with a Skirk Prospector, you can make some very interesting damage choices turn 2 and 3. So you can actually get like about 5 goblins attacking with a +1/+1 with a Skirk Prospector on turn 2, I found. And yeah, I think being a little slower, the Slick Shot suffered to this, especially when I brought out the lightning bolts. Man, I bolted the heck out of those birds. You should have seen them turkeys burn, man. They were like, yeehaw! Oh, I did it again. See those dang bird wizard cowboys, man. They got me saying, yeehaw! 6. All right, we got a land. 7 be a land. It'd be nice, but I think we're good. Okay. We got a couple of bushwhackers. We'll go like this. Let's tap that. We'll play our Epic here. Make our blood token. And do 1 damage, and we will pass. All right. Come on, land. Don't fail me now. All right. It's not the worst. So, I guess I'm going to play my bauble. I'm going to tap it and sack it, and I'm going to look over at my opponent's Chalice of the Void. All right, I'm just kidding. Anyways, there's nothing over there, really. The opponent's just a dice. Sillies. We're going to create some gobos. All right, do we need Phyrexian goblins? Gleeful. Yep, we need Phyrexians. But you know what? I like these ones better. So we're going to use these ones instead. Okay? Okay. All right, you get over there, Phyrexian. We don't need you right now. So there's our board state. Turn 2. Could be better. Could be worse. Blood token sacrificed. We'll pass to our opponent. We'll draw on their upkeep. Oh, look at that. That's just what we needed. So things are good for us. Things are going to be okay. So that's what we wanted. That's the kind of consistency this deck can put out that we want. We want it to consistently be tough, not just do like one-trick pony moves, which I found like the other 8 whack variants did. All right, so on their turn, pass, come back to us, we draw. Oh, we got Goblin Grenade. All right, so this is beautiful. So this is what I would do here. We will play Memnite. Okay. And Castle Embreth for our land. And we will tap and tap. And we will kick Goblin Bushwhacker. So it's going to get +1/+0 and gains haste along with everything else. So we are going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 damage. Turn 2. Now the Mishra's Bauble really helped us out there. I must say. So there's turn 2. Not bad. We weren't able to whack. See, we're not relying on the 8 whackers. Like, I mean, I guess we were able to whack. I shouldn't say that. But the way I like to whack, this is funny. The way I like to do the 8 whack is words, my friend. Use them correctly. The way I like to do it is do it like all in one turn. That's how I like to do it. I don't like to have the goblins sitting around for a board wipe or something. So, yeah, that's the way I whack, man. All right, I think, yeah, are we top decking now? No. We have a goblin. There's our hand. Okay, perfect. All right. Anyways, there we go. I know I set my hand somewhere. All right, over in the graveyard. Just where it belongs. All right, come on now. Oh, look at that. Land drop city. Land drop Utah. So, this is a beautiful thing. This is the sweet dream. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to go 1, a T, and we are going to kick Goblin Bushwhacker, and we are going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 damage goes through. And we're going to tap this, and we're going to sacrifice Goblin Grenade and do 5 more. So 19 damage, turn 3, not too shabby. Is it going to happen every time? You know what? I played it all weekend, and it happened quite a few times. And doing like practice goldfish runs and just shuffling up and playing. And that's why Signal Pest is out and Voltaren Epicure is in. The Voltaren Epicure is too wonderful of something to keep out of here, I think. However, I do think sometimes like one card in here that I like it for the card draw. I gotta say, like turn 1 when you play it is the Chromatic Sphere. Is that what it is? Yeah. I think that card draw is very good, especially late game. If you can drop it, sack it, enters the graveyard, that's pretty good. Especially, you know, if you're bringing out more goblins, it's great to bring those goblins in and whack them. Whack-a-mole, man. All right, we cut them. All right. Did we get it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We like 6. All right. 2 mountains. Perfect. We could not do better than that. In fact, I'm so happy. Here's what we're going to do. This is what you do. All right, we will tap. We will play Chromatic Star. We will give our opponent life again. And we will pass the turn. So, come on back now. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. So, this is going to be perfect. All right, I'm going to tap 1. I'm going to play Skirk. All right, we're going to tap another one. We're going to gleefully demolish that. We're going to create our Phyrexian Goblins. And I like these ones better. Let's use these. But guess what? So too, are we going to play our Memnite. And we're going to sack 2 goblins for 2 red tokens, or 2 red mana. So there's our 2 red. All right. And we're going to spend that 2 red. Whoop, Chromatic Star goes in there. We got to draw our card for Chromatic. Do we already do that? I don't think we did. Gleeful Demolition goes there. All right. So, we've got 2 red, right? We're going to use those 2 red to kick Goblin Bushwhacker. We're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 damage. Just like that. Turn 2. Very powerful. Now see how we use that Skirk early to do his thing? Now Skirk doesn't deserve a 3rd place in this deck. Skirk took the place... was it? You know what? Actually, yeah, Voltaren Epicure took the place of Foundry Street Denizen. And then I put Skirk in there for Signal Pest. So Skirk, being able to sack Goblin tokens for mana is just great. So we will pass the turn back. We'll draw for turn. Whoop. Sorry, fellas. Oh, we got another land. All right. Oh, we're land heavy. Never good. Never a thing you want to be. Not in this deck. Alrighty then. So, boom. Just swinging for 4, I guess. And we will go like this. Alright. Pass it back. Alright, we just need something not landish. Alright, it's a bauble. It'll do. Alright, so we'll play a bauble. And, yeah, mundane as ever. Turn them sideways. Hit them for 4. We'll sack that bauble. Take a peek at our own library. Look at that. Alright, pass. Pass back. Bang, goblin grenade. So, now, that was a little slower. But think if we're having like an opponent with a board state that's like wanting to be attacking, or think against an opponent that is like looking to do like a turn 3 combo. I did find like against, I will say Cascade, man. I really feel bad for Rhinos. I gotta say, I think that ban was like a little bit of a misfire sometimes. Because playing the Rhino deck, not playing it, playing against it rather. I never played Rhinos. I always thought it'd be fun though. It seemed kind of right up my alley. But I gotta say, like, I just didn't think it was as overpowered as some, I don't know. I just didn't necessarily agree with that ban, but I agreed with the Fury ban. I hated Fury, and I still do. I think Fury's overpowered. And I have a sneaking suspicion that Grief is on the chopping block soon. Grief does that thing that... 5, 6. Grief does that thing that people hate in Magic, not allowing your opponent to play. You almost have to keep this hand, you know what I'm saying? With the hope that we are going to, like, somehow pull land, I guess. So, let's do it. All right. So, I'm saying... I'm going to play my land. I'm going to play a Memnite, and I'm going to demolish that Memnite gleefully. Oh, that was nice. All right. That's gleefully demolished. You want the Phyrexians? We'll use them. There we go. All right. We'll put those Phyrexians out there. Okay. And we will pass. And we will re-healthify. Look at that. Regenerate opponent. The punching bag. Oh, look at that. Who could want anything more than that? All right. So look, we're going to play a Memnite and a Memnite for 0. Something entered the battlefield, but that doesn't matter because we got the Bushwhacker, not that other one. That other turd thing. The reckless Bushwhacker. All right. So we kicked it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're swinging in for 12 damage. Turn 2. That's not a little amount of damage there. So, to me, that's pretty dang good for the budget of this. I mean, this is cheaper than your Modern Horizons bundle. By a bit, too. I mean, you don't have to use the fancy lands. You could probably make this deck for like $45. Don't use the Blood Moons if you don't want to. I just have a bunch of Blood Moons, so I was like, I'll use them. So, yeah, that's some damage. That's pretty good. Pass, come on back. Maybe I should just use like a goblin and a token. Or like a little dice. It's getting a little crampy over here. Alright, getting a little crampy. We don't like that. We like that better. We don't need to be cramped up by no Phyrexian gobos. Alright. There we go. Come on now. Something good. Oh my goodness. Really? 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 Alright, we're going to do it. Boom. Boom. We are going to Shrapnel Blast. Deal 5 damage. And then we're going to send in the goon squads. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how you do. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you want some more of it? I can serve it up. All right. Brothers, sisters, and siblings. How do you like to do that? Who doesn't love that? I'm loving this deck. This weekend, we are going to put this deck to the test. We are going to go up against some heavy hitters. I may have Ashley pilot the deck a little bit. She's not had much experience with it, but I definitely want her to pilot Burn against it on camera. I'm going to have her do the regular Burn for one, we're going to do this versus the slick shot burn to show how that does as well. And, somebody said, like, hey, don't dog on that just because you played burn forever and don't change it. Now, whoop, oh, geez. I'm not dogging on. I don't dog on people's decks. I like them. I was just giving my 2 cents, and I've been wrong many times. But if you remember correctly, I was right about Slick Shot going up in price. Remember when I bought them and I got them each for like a couple bucks a piece? So I knew Slick Shot would be good, and I think that deck's very creative. I'm still thinking Boros Convoke has merit as like a playable deck with Slick Shot. I think Boros Convoke. I like the shell. I like it enough where I'm into it. I definitely think it's pretty good. All right, I think we got 7. It feels right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. All right, we got a mountain synthesizer. Yes, I think so. I think we should do. Okay. Yes, I know what I'm gonna do. All right, play a mountain. Tap our mountain. We're gonna play Chromatic Star. We're going to pass the turn. Be a mountain. Make it easy. Oh, it's a star. It's a star. You're going to be a star. All right. Well, this is what you do. We're going to tap 1. We're going to play Experimental Synthesizer. We're going to exile the top card of our library. Play it this turn? No. And I guess we'll pass the turn. So this could be what I call the explosive turn, where on turn 3 we can explode. We just need a land. All right. Come on. All right, we got a Memnite. That's something. Oh, this is the time where you're like, I should have played Skirk on my last turn. Okay, let's do that. For fun, let's rewind. All right. Beep. Boop. Okay. So we'll go back to our last turn. Instead of playing Experimental Synthesizer, we will play Skirk Prospector, and I'll show you why that's important to remember, even for me. Okay, so we'll pass the turn, and remember, we drew and exiled a card if we played Experimental Synthesizer, the one we put on the bottom, and it would have been another Experimental Synthesizer. So we'll untap. That's the card we drew. So, man, we got all of them almost. Jeez. All right. What I'm going to do then, I'll show you how this. Okay, we're going to tap. I'm going to gleefully demolish the star. So we'll be able to draw a card. Oh, that is perfect. Look at that. All right. Okay, so we gleefully demolish. Let's create the Phyrexian Gobbles. What's up there, you gobos? Good to see you, mate. All right, did that just. Did I do? What's going on here? Did I bump that? I must have. All right. Anyways. So, what would I do in this instance? I think I would go like this. I would tap, sacrifice this for Kuldotha Rebirth. And I would make 3 goblins. Okay. Still with me? Okay, so we are going to sacrifice some goblins for mana. We'll do 2 goblins. We'll play an Experimental Synthesizer. And an Experimental Synthesizer. Oh, you dirty, dirty, dirty. Look at, they're the matching ones. That's weird. What are the chances, huh? All right, and we'll sacrifice another goblin. And we'll play another Experimental Synthesizer. And it's a bauble. Cool. All right, so I think we will tap and sack the bulb. And let's take a peek. I like that. Okay. So let's pass the turn, shall we? Chromatic Star there. All right. These are gone. So we are going to tap 2. Gleefully demolish a synthesizer. Exile 2 cards from the top of the library. Till the end of the next turn, we can play those cards. Land. And I think we'll tap 1 and play another Skirk. We have a chromatic star, right? Do we want to... Yeah, we're just swinging that way. This is going to be one of those grindy games. I can already tell. So I'm not digging this. I liked my hand, but it's another star. 1, 2. All right, we'll tap and sack the star. Add 1 mana of any color. Red. Draw a card. It's a Memnite. We'll tap our red mana. We'll play Chromatic Star. I guess we'll swing, depending on their board state. But that's where the 3 lightning bolts come in as well when you're playing against like another creature heavy deck. But we'll pick that one up and we'll shake him up again, because that would be like setting us up for a more grindy play. And who knows, maybe I should have went the other route by playing that synthesizer, but it was nice to rewind and see where it would have went too. I love goldfishing like this. It makes you really learn a deck. Especially decks that interact like these kinds of decks. Just like with 8 rack, it's not necessarily fun to goldfish, but it's fun to mulligan practice with. Man, these are some chippy sleeves. They're like definitely fun to do some mulligan runs. I just fear Grief is on the bandwagon, man. I really think it's gonna happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Land. All right, that's fine. This is good. We like it. All right, so I think we'll mountain. We'll play Chromatic Star and pass the turn. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So Kuldotha. Let's see here. We have a 3rd land in hand. Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to pay 1. We're going to Kuldotha Rebirth on Chromatic Star. Draw a card. It's a Reckless Bushwhacker. What the heck is with getting these like 3s? All right. So we've done the Rebirth. This time we get our classic Gobos. Boop, boop, boop. All right. And I think probably pass. Not the way I like to whack, as you guys know. I like to whack the other way when I get to do it all in one turn. You know what I mean? Could have waited, but better to get them out there. Oh, look at that. All right. Play our deal. All right. And tap 1. We'll play Experimental Synthesizer. Exile. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Why not? All right. Boom, boom. All right. So I'm going to play one of my Reckless Bushwhackers for Surge. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That will take the opponent down to 12. But again, little, not the best, okay? All right, so this is gone. All right. Perfect. And why not? All right, so let's tap. Gleefully demolish the synthesizer, creating 3 Phyrexian tokens. All right, and we already got a Bushwhacker out, so let's exile the top card. Oh, look at that, Mishra Bauble. We will be exiling that top card. We will tap and crack it. Take a peek. Ugh, don't need that, but in any case, methinks we'll go 1, 2, and we'll surge that Bushwhacker. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Boom. Now that is like a turn 5 kill, I think. But there's going to be, battle will clash. There will be plenty of action on the other side of the board, I'm sure, as I had seen. But I know in Burn suffered greatly not having a creature base, because every time Burn would burn us, if we had our goblins come out, we would do like some serious damage. Or like if we had some goblins, like say like turn 1 Memnite, right? And then we do like Kuldaltha Rebirth. And then turn 2, we got 2 mana out. We can do 2 goblin grenades after we swing in at sorcery speed on our secondary main phase and do 13 damage. So that's pretty good. Really, and I like how this deck, I really don't think, and I've always said this, Burn is not a beginner's deck. Because if you're playing Burn in mono red, you're doing it wrong. And I say this just because I think like the importance of Boros Charm and things like, what is that? These cards, man. I'm not digging these dragon shit. Somebody switch these out. Where was I? I digressed, and now I confess I cannot remember what I was talking about. Oh well, must not have been that important. So we're at 26. Let's do one more. Do one more of these. All right. This is going to be the best one. Sure. Oops. All right. Could have sworn that was a mountain. See how that would fool me? Did it fool you guys? Fooled me. All right. I guess I will tap, and why not do this? We'll play the Bauble, and we'll play Skirk. Tap and sack. Pass turn. We drew Kuldaltha. That's pretty good. All right, coming back to us. Now I really wish. Yeah, what a bummer. All right, so that we'll play a Memnite, and I think we'll play our Bauble. We'll tap and sack the Bauble. We'll tap this Kuldaltha Rebirth on Memnite. Okay, we'll create our 1 T. 3 of those. All right, and we'll pass the turn. We'll draw with our opponent. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Turn comes back to us. Oh, we got Shrapnel Blast. So check this out. We play the Memnite. Okay. Tap, tap. We swing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say they don't block. Then we sack 2 goblins for 2 mana. We do Shrapnel Blast. We destroy the Memnite. We sack another goblin for a red mana, and we do Goblin Grenade. And then we do 10 damage right there. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 10 is 14. And that will leave our opponent, ooh, very bad. So that's a very bad place to be. And that's why I love Skirk Prospector. Just two. Let's see what else we can pull out of the hole here. All right. Goblin Grenade. All right, so we'll send in the Skirk Prospector. 1 damage. Tap. Goblin Grenade and blow them up. So we're blowing up goblins. We're blowing up artifacts. That's pretty much it. Now this, I think, is a decent beginner deck. Just because it's going to definitely take your opponent off guard. And it really does set a timer as well. So thanks for joining me. I will see you this weekend.